You know, it was so, I mean, just to piece the pitching together, you know, Stropey throwing one pitch and then really not comfortable with him going back out. Trevor coming in there, and then same thing happens to him. I thought at the end of the game there had already warmed up Trevor a couple times and Grimmer a couple times. Inappropriate to get him up again, I thought. The one guy that did not really move his arm was Rondon. You have to still guard against extra innings. I did not want to get Warren in the game. So all these little things are going on right there. And we'll take it. Johnny Lester was really good again. Nice. I mean, after the last start, I know he feels pretty good about himself today. And then beyond that, we made some, like, really mistakes that we would never make. I mean, Dexter catches that ball 101 times out of 100. I mean, that you just don't do that. And then, of course, the ball off the corner of the bag. That's just really awkward stuff. We got ourselves right through the long ball. We hit some balls really well today. So give our guys credit from coming back from a kind of a lethargic start. I'll say that. And then eventually we really got into a nice groove. Yeah, how about it, David? That was spectacular. I'm really happy. We're all happy for him. You know, that's it's quite an achievement. To be able to do that when he retires, man, that's going to feel really good to know that he had accomplished all of that. And again, he caught a wonderful game. He really does so much good work behind the plate for us. But congratulations to him. That really is a nice little something on the cake there for his career.
Joe, is he just as important inside that locker room as he is on that field?
Of course, that's I've been actually. Extolling his virtues and praising him for the last 2 years. I mean, people somehow, get caught up in batting averages a lot. And even when this guy is not hitting for a high average, which he is now, so everybody kind of digs it, he still is very, very important to us. He's one of those guys. I've always borrowed the phrase from Colin Powell. He's a force multiplier. He makes everybody around him better, and it's a classic example. That's the guy that the sabermetricians can overlook very easily. I was, static. Everybody knew what was going on and knew it was the 100th. Plus, he hit it really, really well. That was not wind aided. That ball was crushed. So everybody's really, again, we're all happy for all of his achievements. And then again, he brings to us every day. It's really, it's wonderful having him here. Actually, that home run right there, I would be really pleased on any given par 5 to hit that particular drive and have it set up in the short hairs. That thing was far, loud and far. Yeah, he's going to do that. He's going to keep doing that. He's gaining some confidence. You could see that, like I said, the difference in his game, the way he's moving. His confidence is just rising right now, and he's going to keep getting. Like, all these guys are going to keep getting better. We're doing okay right now, but a lot of these guys are game. Like Baez had a nice day at the plate. Again, not out of control, more controlled swings, ball in the middle of the field. Loved it. Zoe continues, Dexter, KB, that thing was far too. Matty Caesar, good at bats. I mean, so up and down, really a nice day for almost everybody.
What was the difference for Lester from the last time to today?
I just, more strikes, I think, in San Francisco got away from us a little bit. There was a lot of bad counts and just not strike throwing. Today, just more around the plate, more forcing the ball in play. Threw a couple really pertinent curveballs. Cutter was good. I thought he had a good fastball early on. I saw him at 95 one time. The ball was jumping from the dugout. You could see real good life to the fastball. I thought the fastball was a good pitch today.
Well, getting back to Soler, Morgan made him some tough pitches, but he left a couple of balls out over plate, and Soler didn't miss them. That's got to be a good sign of him, like staying in at bat and just waiting for his pitch.
That's good hitting, period. I mean, we've talked about it before. There's 3 strikes. One for the pitcher, one for the umpire, and then one for yourself. And you don't want to foul yours off. So anytime a guy goes up there to hit, if he sees his happy pitch one time, it's pretty good at bat. And then but you got to do something with it. When you're not going well, you're always hitting 0-2, 1-2, and then you never really get to your pitch. So right now he's being able to get to his pitch, and he's not missing it, and it's going far.
So you were persistent in praise of Soler through all the struggles, but batting in fourth is a little unconventional for the numbers he's put up. Is there a reason why you choose the bat in there?
Well, see, the thing is that, again, to understand, the matchup was great. I mean, it's just about today. The matchup was good. We chose to not play Anthony or Jason. So if you look at the candidates to do that, I thought he was the best candidate. Also, again, the lineup goes over to the Phillies. They look at it. They see Bryant. Okay, who's sitting behind him? Oh, Soler. We still can't just, take advantage of Bryant and not pitch to him at all. So everybody knows George can do that. But today that was, again, to not be confused on a daily basis. When we move things around, it's about the matchup versus that pitcher combined with the skill level of our players. So there's certain guys who are going to be in a static position all the time, absolutely. But then there's others that you will manipulate based on the other team's pitcher.
You do matchups a lot, but in terms of your lineup and things, is it for your gut?
Well, I mean, like today, for instance, the gut was no Hayward and no Rizzo. That's just experience. That's just something I've done in the past. Friday day game after a day off. Cesar has not been playing a whole lot. Soler hasn't been playing a whole lot. David's off and on. I knew that these guys would be ready to play today. Bias. They would all be ready to play today. The fact that they don't play every day. This Friday thing always bothers me a little bit, the Friday day game. I'm really happy that it's 1:20 as opposed to 3 o'clock like it had been in the past. Even following a day off, sometimes there's that threat because it's just an awkward thing to do. So our guys, I like to, so far, part of the game plan is to try to mix it up on a Friday if you can. So the gut today was no Rizzo, no Hayward, and look what Riz did at the end of the game. Great play, started to double play, but they'll both be back out there tomorrow.
Was getting Rizzo in the ninth just, after the delay, I mean, were you going to do that? Were you planning to do that anyway before the delay?
Yeah, the big thing was, if you noticed, if Rossi had got on, LaStella was going to hit, and then the pitcher was going to go right back in the ninth spot, and then Rizzo was going to go in the 4-hole next time through in case we needed him. The other part was to try to prevent him from having to have an at-bat if that was possible, just utilizing his glove. That's why I wanted Tommy on deck and Riz in the 4-hole.
Joe, can you talk about the importance of you guys jumping ahead early on other teams? Because it seems like they have a hard time.
Well, scoring first means a lot in baseball, professional baseball. Major League Baseball, that's one of our goals, is to score first every game. And if we don't score first, I start yelling out, let's score second. But, I mean, to score first is really important. It's the winning percentages for teams that do score first is extravagant. It's really, really good. So that's one of our goals. In spring training, I talk about it all the time. I yell in the dugout, score first. Let's score first. And make the team come from behind us. There is a psychological advantage to it. I know it's 9 innings, and I know if you get it early, the other team still has many opportunities. Nevertheless, they'll put you in a better frame of mind. So our goal is to score first nightly.